The last revenue generated from that, I think, was, I want to say $75,000. $75,000
with the club. This has nothing to do with Belterre membership club.
No, but it does. That's what I'm saying.
That's not.
No, but it does.
After a contentious debate, the Flagler County School Board has decided to close the Belterre Swim and Racket Club to the public. Darryl Moody has our top story.
School board member Dr. Colleen Conklin, one of the strongest voices of dissent.
I just think this is a whole lot more than looking at a number on a page and saying, we're just going to close it. I think there's a whole lot more involved here.
School Board Chair Will Fury said the $75,000 generated annually by the club just wasn't enough to offset the club's losses.
There was a positive in those numbers. It was only a couple of $1,000, $3,000, $4,000. I mean, but we're talking about, these are just not going to bridge the gap. And we can do all the programs we want. We can still continue to do what you're suggesting, and that would only offset the $80,000 that we would have, not the $175,000.
For the board, it came down to dollars and cents.
I don't know what the costs were to have that instructor and everything else, but at the end of the day, those opportunities don't leave if we do what we're talking about here. All this still exists. The only difference is that we're no longer running a health club. We should not be in that business.
No, but you're saying you're ending a commitment to the community. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that program can no longer sustain itself.
Fury says he's open to looking for new ways to generate revenue with the facility, just not as a public club. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Darryl Moody.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, March 28th.
We don't want the law to have the thumb on the scale in favor of people that are violating the law. We want the law to have the thumb on the scale in favor of law-abiding property owners, and that's what you're going to see here with this piece of legislation.
Yesterday, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed legislation to end the squatter takeover in the state that particularly affects seasonal homeowners.
Squatters often target abandoned or unoccupied properties, taking advantage of their owner's absence or even neglect. They may occupy these properties, make necessary repairs, and even sell them without the rightful owner's knowledge or consent. Governor Ron DeSantis says a new law will punish that sort of activity.
Fill out a form, give it to your local sheriff, and the sheriff is instructed to go and remove the people who are inhabiting your dwelling illegally. And that will happen very quickly.
In Florida, reclaiming your home from squatters will be quick and simple, avoiding costly delays and litigation because HB 621 has teeth, with harsh penalties for those involved in squatting and for teaching others the scam that includes a first-degree felony in some cases.
Yes, you're going to have really strong remedies so that if it does happen to you, they're going to be ejected. But the fact that you have those remedies, the fact that a Sheriff Lima can go in, send deputies, and liberate your residence for you very quickly, people are not going to want to even try this in the state of Florida. The squatter scam ends today with my signature on this piece of legislation, and the state of Florida will be better for it.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Can you put all this real estate talk into terms that we can understand?
I'll try. First host Toby Tobin said that it is a piece of pie that is cut into more pieces than people realize. Then he explained what that meant.
What's going to change is that the seller will negotiate a commission rate with a selling broker, and the buyer, which could include a split with the buyer broker.
Yep. Tobin said that the contract is always between the seller and the seller broker, and then there's a subcontract with the real estate agent. Real Estate Matters with host Toby Tobin is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11, and it's on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, what is the real future of real estate? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll. Wake up with Flagler's Morning News. Stay connected with the latest stories and events by visiting WNZF News Radio on Facebook. Watch the Flagler's Morning News video posted every weekday morning and stay informed in Flagler County. Facebook.com/newsradio WNZF.